Simon Report 1930. Guys, you know that while discussing the Government of India Act 1919, we had told you that it was decided in Government of India Act 1919 that that this report will be revised, or this act will be revised after 10 years. So for the revision of this act in 1927, Simon came to India, and he took almost 2 years to conduct a thorough research on Indian constitutional issues, and then later on 1 more year to compile the report. And the report was published in 1930, and a mixed reaction was observed in India on this report. Today we will discuss on Simon Report, so please join us. The report was completed, or the Simon had completed, Simon and his team had completed rather their work in India in April 1929, and they returned to England, and they took almost 1 year to compile their report, and they published their report in May 1930. The report was comprised of 2 volumes. First volume discussed the constitutional issues of India, and the second volume in second volume constitutional proposals were made for the solution of those problems. So report was completed in 1929 and published in May 1930. It was comprised of 2 volumes. First volume discussed the problems, and the second volume discussed the constitutional proposals for the solutions, or the solutions for the constitutional issues. So the main points of the report were: the first point was they recommended a federal system of government for India, and they proposed for the continuance of 1919 constitution and the process of devolution of powers from center to the provinces. And they propose for the scrapping of diarchy in provinces. You know that diarchy is a system of government in which powers are distributed between 2 organs, and the system of diarchy was introduced in provinces under the Government of India Act 1919, when the powers were divided between executive and legislature. And they had proposed to transfer the powers from executive to the legislature. So they had proposed to make the provincial legislature more powerful. And they had proposed for further synchronizing the issue of separation of Sindh from Bombay. Sindh and Bombay, they were merged in 1841 by British government, and when they were merged, actually, the people from Sindh were demanding for the separation of Sindh from Bombay. On this issue, they had proposed further synchronizing, that's for the further checking of the issue, and then a decision would be taken. And for NWFP, they had proposed a legislative council, but no measures of responsible government. And they for the Federal Assembly, or especially for the elections of Federal Assembly, they had proposed that the Federal Assembly should be elected by the provincial councils, and similarly the Council of State should be nominated on provincial basis with 3 members from each province. So they had proposed indirect elections for central legislature, and they had proposed a Council of Greater India, in which they had included all provinces and princely states, and they had proposed no change in central executive, and they proposed for communal representation of Mohammedans. And for Muslim weightage, they had proposed that in Muslim minority provinces, Muslim weightage should continue, but they rejected reservation of Muslim seats in Punjab and Bengal, since these 2 provinces, Punjab and Bengal, were Muslim majority provinces, and they rejected the Muslim reservations or the reservation of Muslim seats in these provinces. So guys, they had recommended federal system of government, continuance of Government of India Act 1919, with more powers to the province, and scrapping of diarchy in provinces, further synchronizing of the issue of separation of Sindh from Bombay. And for NWFP, they proposed a legislative council with no measures for responsible government, and indirect elections for central legislature, Council of Greater India, no change in central executive, communal representation of Mohammedans, weightage in Muslim minority provinces, but rejected reservation of Muslim seats in Punjab and Bengal. Now the reaction. Congress and a fraction of Muslim League had rejected because Congress was demanding self-rule in India, and the fraction of Muslim League was also demanding for more powers, but these two were not united, right? And another fraction of Muslim League was supporting Simon. Muslim League was actually divided into two fractions on the issue of Simon Commission report. One fraction led by Muhammad Ali Jinnah was against Simon Commission, while another fraction of Muslim League led by Sir Shafi was supporting League. Thank you for joining, guys. I hope you enjoy this clip. Please do not forget to like and share this clip, and do subscribe to our channel. And once again, thank you for joining.